peeking, right? You are practicing on the bots, right? Like this.
Yeah.
And then when it's real game, you end up doing this. Like, when do you fucking walk forward like that? It really puts some pressure on yourself that you're visualizing like that it's an actual game and like, you know, you're under stress. You can't be just chilling there. Because if you're just chilling and doing the exercises, it's not gonna work, you know? Okay, so you're gonna play here, this is like a solo match or is this like a stack with these people?
This is ESCA Open, and this is like a sort of like a mixed team I play with.
Okay, cool. So playing quite passive on this like pixel angle, right? So generally people with Glocks, they're running out, right? So they're not gonna be peeking you. They're gonna be running out.
I'm basically just playing for info so I can...
Yeah. I see. Yeah. I see you're playing for info. I can see that. And I'm explaining you why... What about this, like, you should know. So your people that are with Glocks are generally gonna be running out, like jumping out, running out, you know, going fast, closing the distance. So what you want to do is you want to find the duel when you're long distance from them. So the duel is here where you're looking, but you can't find that duel unless they peek you, which is very unlikely, and they're just gonna run or jump past your crosshair. It's gonna be very hard for you to hit shots here, right?
Yeah.
So a better duel, I mean, in my opinion, you should be taking these fights here and actually shooting them as they're coming out, right? So it's uncomfortable for them to cross here. Because if you just get the info, well, what does it give you? You just jump they just jump and get closer to you, you know? So you wanna find these fights here before they get close. That's the point here that I was trying to make. Okay, cool. Not much action for you in this match.
Say that as CT, I play too passive, sort of.
Yeah, exactly. You played too passive even in the pistol.
Yeah. I think I'm always thinking like I don't want to die as CT, so.
Yeah, because you don't want to die, of course, but you also want to kill them, yeah? I mean, that's a good mindset. I don't want to die as well, but... Okay, so you're using your smoke a bit too quickly. You're not abusing the shadows. Because, as I said, you can see the shadows before you see the enemies, so you don't have to use your smoke that early. You know?
Okay. So do you wait till you see the shadow till you smoke?
Yeah, I'll show you where to spot the shadows from. Because this position you're at right now, and you're using your nade to nade this, and you're also playing like kind of long range with the MP9, right? You could be playing a bit closer to hold the smoke. Since MP9 is very good close range. Okay. This is fine. And yeah, you use this utility, right? And you're immediately escaping here. But because of this utility, they kind of stay back, right? So there is no point of escaping here. Plus, you're playing long range with an MP9, yeah? So if they come out with AKs out of A main, like, do you have a chance in this duel from here?
Probably not, no.
Because see, you're playing very long range. So with MP9, it's very hard for you to hit these shots versus AKs, right? So again, like, play close range with MP9.
Okay.
See, and now you basically let them out on side, so... You can't really contest. And again, you're using the smoke immediately. Now you at least have M4 to play these long range angles. So that's better. And yeah, you don't know that they're already out. They get discouraged. So yeah, your positioning might be a bit better here. It's not super bad versus Glocks, especially on Deagles. These kind of long range fights are okay, but I'll show you like more efficient way of playing here. Yeah. So you're using this util just too quickly. It's basically same like pattern here. Oh wait, I'll rewind that. Okay, so here you expect someone behind you. You will expect this guy. It's really good actually. Oh no, he killed your teammate, that's why. Oh, you were moving when shooting here on the first shot. Did you notice?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. I have pretty good chance to retake this. Oh. And instead of getting closer to this guy, you're falling like more back, right? So here you wanna get like closer to him since he just heard you in Brokey, in Temple, right? So you would wanna get closer and surprise him. You have no time to waste here, right? You don't want to let him reposition from the side. And here, for example, you just let him reposition and then you come back to Brokey. There is no point of coming back here if you went towards city. Like, you got mollied, you ran all the way back, you shot a couple shots in the smoke, and then you went back. That doesn't make any sense. You could have just stayed here and then came out of Temple whenever you wanted. So, in my opinion, that was a good play to reposition because they already spotted you in Temple. So what you should have done, you should have immediately closed the distance and went in the smoke city and just went out of city when he was planting or something.
I was waiting for my teammate to come.
No, you weren't. No. You were running back to Temple. You weren't waiting. You were running back to your teammate. You weren't waiting for your teammate.
Yeah, I came back to city spawn and then I was waiting for him and
Yeah, so you're waiting for him in city spawn. So before like you started waiting for him, you first went back to city spawn towards your teammate, and then you started waiting for him in that spot, right? Okay, and after that, what did you want to say after you waited for him?
I was thinking that he can go in this alley and then I can go out Temple.
So why didn't you wait in Temple for him?
I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I should. That's better because I would have not given up the space.
Yeah, because like if you're running back from Temple, they can go inside Temple and then you have to clear all these angles, right? But if you just stay and wait in Temple, and you wanted him to go city anyways, and you wanted to go Temple, you might as well wait in Temple, right? The play you did is kind of setting you guys up to go together. So after the play you did, which is running back from Temple, the better play would be to go together city, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So none of them is a bad play. It's just like you have to adjust to what you're doing. So if you're running back, go with him city. If not, you just stay in Temple, right?
Yep.
There's no point in running between positions. Before we continue the video, I want to give a quick shout out to my sponsor, Sell Your Skins. If you want to sell your CS2 skins quickly, easily and safely, then check out sellyourskins.com through the link in the description. You can sign in with Steam, click on the skins you want to sell, accept the trade, and then you'll receive your money in just a couple minutes. They offer higher prices than other cash out sites, and you can get paid through Revolut, bank transfer, PayPal, and other various methods. You can also receive up to 5% more cash with the site ranking system. If you use the link in the description and my promo code pienix, you'll get extra 5% as well. Okay, that's okay, but the way you're throwing this utility is a bit like off, because you're throwing all your utility immediately, by the way. Like, do you see the lack of logic here? You just mollied this so they can't come here. You just naded here, so slow them down, and then you're immediately smoking before the molly even stopped burning, right? So it's like you're using the util a bit too quickly, right? And then you don't have a smoke to defend yourself. Of course, in this case, you will not need it because they're not even coming, eh? But in case of an execute, you could use the smoke to create more angles for yourself, or you could just basically play around your smoke. Okay. So here you started shooting a bit too quickly. And you swung too wide as well.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have to swing that wide, right? You could have just swung for this angle. For this angle, and that's it.
I think, I heard the guy shooting to the left, so maybe that's where I was.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter that you hear him shooting. People can be in this angle, right? So first you can pick this angle, and then you can kill the guy shooting.
Yeah.
And also he could have moved back when he was shooting or something. You didn't know exactly where he is at that moment.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you just swung too wide. That was your issue here on this duel. That's why you died. See, you're throwing that molly and you're not even using it in any way. You immediately smoke.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have a question for you. What would change if you just smoked and not used the molly?
Yeah, it would be better.
But I'm asking, what's the difference between throwing this molly and smoking and just smoking? Like, what's the difference for your advantage? What advantages do you have by throwing the molly and then smoking instead of just smoking and not using the molly at all here? How does it improve you're holding this corner?
Because they might think when I throw the molly that I'm gonna push on the left side.
Okay. And how does that help you?
They'll be waiting an extra 15 seconds or something.
If they will be waiting, why are you throwing the smoke then? No, I'm literally asking. I want to know your thought process. You just said that you're throwing the molly, so they're waiting. So you're like thinking they will expect a push, and they will stand in front of A main, right? And they'll be waiting for 15 seconds.
Yes.
So why are you throwing the smoke here, since they're waiting in front of A main?
Because they might not be waiting, I guess.
So you're saying they might be waiting or might not be waiting. So what does your molly do then? If they might be or might not be waiting?
It might stop them, but it might not, yeah.
Is there a way to throw a molly that will 100% stop them?
Yeah, just throw it where the smoke is.
Yeah, if you throw it where the smoke is later, you will 100% stop them from going, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it's better used to throw that molly to stop them later on. Or, for example, to throw that molly and then hold the left side, and the right side is molly, right? Then you stop them, because you stop the right side and you're holding the left side, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or maybe even smoke the left side and molly the right side. You know, maybe that would be all better uses.
Do you think if I hold it like inside the cave area, like because I don't want to die if there's like multiple coming at me.
So what do you have to do if you don't want to die?
Have some way I can fall back if I see any of them.
For example. Or you can have some util to stop them after killing like the first one and then going back, right? Or you can be in such a good position that you'll be kind of behind them and you don't worry because you're like sneaking around them, you know? The molly is not bad in general, but the way you play around it is bad. It's like a good mindset to not want to die, but you not only want to not die, but you also want to grab the information, kill a lurker if he's coming out, you know? It's not like by surviving you'll win the round. You need to actively make it uncomfortable for them to clear A here.
Yep.
Now you're getting closer to the smoke versus lower money. And you are moving when shooting. See? You are full running when shooting. So that's a problem. And you should have realized that they have pistols because your teammates have been fighting with them and they were shooting with pistols. Don't get close to the smoke. And it's just like you panicked and you started running. Okay, you're throwing the smoke and you're not even holding it. I mean, I understand that you're throwing it to stop them from coming, but it's not like they're gonna be that quick in A main. And if they want to actually come, like the smoke will not stop them. And you stepped, right? So he's probably gonna hear you. Yeah, and you're shifting into the angle, right? Yeah, it's just basics, you know? Peeking, not running when shooting, actually counter-strafing. Then it's like using the util in a correct way. Basically everything. Basically everything, but we'll fix it part by part, okay?
Okay. Okay.
So, if I place a bot here, right? Like over here. Peeking this.
Yep.
Yeah? You see that he's casting... Oh, is he casting or no?
Yeah.
So see, this guy is casting shadows, right?
Yeah.
So you can see, before they are coming here, that they're over here, right? Yeah, so you basically need to see that they are like here, and then you can pre-aim them and peek them, right? So this spot, or being even over here and looking for the shadows, very, very strong thing, right? So you want to be doing that all the time, basically.
Okay.
So I will first like go through your mistakes, and then I will show you the whole routine on A, sorry, and then you're gonna be doing it, okay? So on pistol, you need to hold this angle. Like this, where you can actually kill them when they're coming out, okay? Not like super passive like this, okay? Or you can even hold like this. This are probably... Yeah, this works as well, you know? Just any angle where you can kill them as they're coming out. You can even hold like from CT here, yeah? Like this, for example. That's also better, because you can actually kill them when they're coming out instead of just spotting them, you know? What I wanted you to do with MP9, for example, you still can be throwing that util, but you're throwing it like sideways and you're throwing in that spot, yeah? You don't want to throw it in that spot because then they could be here. What you want to throw it is like you want it to land here.
Okay.
So it burns all these areas. So the way you line it up, you go aim above this, like track this point and just bounce it, you know? And that way it will burn all the spots, the whole spot, right? So you're just aiming at this area, running forward and bouncing it. And that way it spreads way better here. Okay?
Yep.
And then you can nade off the wall, but you don't have to nade. You can just like strafe here, right? And then after throwing it multiple times, you can just go like this, walk here, and then you're behind the molly, right? And then you're holding like this. And when the molly ends, you just go and push it, right? And get yourself in this kind of aggro position. You've never done it. so far at least.
No.
So you can do this with this set of util, okay? You can
So
also...
how often would you push all the way through?
like after throwing it, like let's say multiple times, like let's say I threw this 3 times, this molly, and the 4th time I have an MP9. Generally I would do it with a shit weapon, and I would do it in a round where I know that they have seen me throw this and play passive a couple times.
Would you ever go all the way through to like bottom mid?
No, only when I know that they're taking other parts of the map, okay?
Yeah.
So I have to understand that this guy who's holding here, he's falling back, for example, to mid because he haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
So that when I have an inkling that they're taking other parts of the map, I would do that. Now it's don't come back to the same position after repositioning. So here we already talked about it. It would be way better to just stay here and retake together with your teammate, but through temple, right? Then it's pathing on the A main util. As I said, you're throwing it kind of like there. You need to be running here and using W only when you're throwing it, yeah? You're gonna be throwing it in a second. You swung too wide here on B. What you could have done is you could have just did this, boom, boom, right? 2 swings. Instead of this wide swing. You got too close to the smoke here versus pistols. So this smoke probably very rarely should happen. You should very rarely throw a smoke here, only in specific situations. But yeah, you just got close to it, you were running when shooting, and then you were shifting into an angle on mid, right? So the way you pick this angle, it would be like this. You want to cut the corner up. So yeah, the proper way of playing here on B... Oh no, fuck, I keep confusing this. I would recommend you basically jump over here all the time, okay? And play on top of this little boost, yeah? And when you see the shadows, you can peek like 1, for example, and then you can throw a molly, and then you can play more passive positions, you know? So before you get contact, you're not using any util. And we need to learn how to jump here consistently. And you're gonna be playing either on here, just waiting for the shadow, or you're gonna be playing here super passive with a molly out, and when you... Oh, sorry. It's the fucking pink. You're gonna play like this with your molly out, and when you see the shadow, you immediately molly, and then hold out of the molly. And if they're not running through, then you can nade, and then you can play some other position if you want to. Yeah? So let's try all those things. First thing you're gonna be trying is gonna be running like that, and throwing the molly like this. I mean, you can try it a couple times, you know, it's not gonna be perfect. And W now. Yeah, this works. But what did you do with your crosshair after you threw it? Why did you come here like that? Like you were looking at the wall. You don't want to do that. No, no, no.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. I mean, you can peek if you want. I would not recommend peeking like first time you do it. You can also nade like you have been nading. And maybe spot it for a moment, yeah. But definitely don't stand like this after nading. Like, you can be spotting this for a moment. You can also go aggro. You don't have to nade at all. You can just throw that that molly and the jiggle here with your knife to see if someone's pushing. If not, it's okay. Yeah, like this. And then when the molly's down, you go back. But yeah, cool. Okay, you know how to throw it. So now let's practice jumping on top of this boost. Let's see if you can do it. Can you do it consistently? Can you do it like 3 times in a row? That's what I care about. No bunny hopping, it can be slow. I mean, slower than bunny hopping, but... that's too slow, you know? Because you were like, you bounced 1 time off the wall. You need to like do it fluently, but still can be slow, but it needs to be like fluent. Yeah, that's good. Go do 2 more times like that. Nice. Good job. Yeah, cool. Okay, you understand it. Okay, I will be the T player now. Why are you stepping?
I was jumping up.
No, you need to play the position. Like you would normally play in the game.
Yeah,
stay there.
I'm playing it now.
Because I heard you now, I would pre-fire you.
Okay, I see.
Just now? You saw me? You didn't see me before? So you need to play on a more passive position so you can abuse the shadows. Just don't shoot me and you will see where you see my shadow. So I'm peeking now. Tell me when you see the shadow. Do you see the shadow?
No, yeah.
You see it?
Yeah.
So see, I don't see you yet. So now you can peek me.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
That's the advantage. Can you try to play some other position? I mean, some other angle, like different angle. Why did you? No, different angle on top of the boost.
Okay.
So check like from which angles you see the shadow, from which you don't. Like, so you're ready for the game.
Yep. Now.
So what are you doing? Did you see the shadow or not?
Yeah. I said what I said now.
Ah, okay. So again. So your job is to kill me. You know. I will be actually walking up like I would be in normal game. Nice. Okay, that's done. Can you jump on top of the wood and stand on top of the wood with a molly? And then use your molly when you see my shadow? And then like hold outside of the molly? So you're standing on the edge of the wood.
Yeah.
So you see the shadow, and whenever you see the shadow, you throw the molly, and then you immediately hold out of the molly, like I'm running fully out. You don't hold in the molly, like out of the molly, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, nice. Good job. Again, whenever you're ready.
Alright.
Were you holding out of the molly, or were you holding in the molly?
No, I was holding out, I think.
But where were you running, by the way?
I went to here. This spot.
Because
and I was aiming here.
you want to molly this, right? Not inside main. So if you molly this, you need to hold here. Like, I can do it against you. Try to rush me, come on. Wait, you walked up close, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't see the shadow there. But...
Yeah, I was here?
Yeah. So do you know I don't see the shadow there?
Yeah, maybe you were too far back? I don't know. Because there is a shadow here.
Can you go there? Again?
You should see a shadow now.
No, there's no shadow.
Oh, not on the wall. It's only on the ground.
Oh, now I saw it.
Whoa.
Now I see it.
Yeah, on the...
Yeah, no, wait, I saw it. I saw it. Wait.
It's if I hug the wall too much, there's no shadow on the wall.
I mean, I don't know who's speaking, I mean, like that. That's very, like... But yeah, it's okay, like... I'm just saying you can play like that. That's it. I mean, with the molly, it's gonna work, because people don't, like, go close usually, you know? They don't go, like, close wall. Maybe maybe it's good to do that, but mostly people, like, peek wider, because they're scared of these, like, box angles that you've been playing in the game all the time. Okay, anyways, I wanna show you some other positions. So, better positions with rifle, apart from this one, of course, which you should abuse all the time with all the weapons, is, for example, here. This is an off angle, because you're clearing like this, right? And then you clear city, and then you are popping up. It's good to be here sometimes. It's like maybe 3v3s or something, where you're peeking in and out, and you're trying to catch a timing when they have already cleared this position and they are not looking anymore. They're looking towards side, city and stuff. Donut is generally better, even. You can as an A player start mid, you know? You don't have to start A every single round, and you can just play from donut later on. No problem with that. Yeah, and you need to use your smoke defensively, right? So whenever you're like trapped, let's say you get like a kill here and then you're hiding, you need to use your smoke defensively. This, for example, would be a good defensive smoke. It creates angles for you that you can kill people from. You can go behind it and kind of find more angles, you know?
Yep.
And it delays them from pushing you. So you just need to use the smokes defensively. For example, here, after playing over here, right? You got like one kill, let's say. You use your molly. And then you can play side. And then use your smoke later on, right?
Yeah.
Same here. You got a kill. They throwing a smoke over here, right? The smoke is going down. You throw a smoke like that. You throw a flash, and you're going out on side. Yeah? That's an example of how you can use your smoke to counter their exit. Let's even, for example, you are behind this box, right? You got near kill. You just throwing a smoke, and maybe you're trying to get on top of the box or something.
Yep.
I mean, you can play around this smoke. I mean, this angle on top of the box is also good. I'm just showing you multiple angles that you can be using in your games. So, do you have like more overview on how to use the util and like how to play on A side here?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Cool.